Hello everyone! We're so glad each of you could join us for a second annual Cultural Connections Festival with just a little change of scenery. As you know, last year the festival was held at our St. Paul's United Church in Spryfield. However, with the concern regarding the pandemic, we decided to feature an online event for you to enjoy in the comfort of your own home. And we're so excited to share with you today some of the special cultural societies in our community. We wanted to start out with just sharing some of the fantastic moments from our festival that we held in 2019. Last year was such a success. The Cultural Connections Festival is really all about coming together with the community to celebrate everyone's heritage. We really hope you enjoy today's presentation, starting with a message from Reverend Ann Hoganson.
Hi friends and neighbors, my name is Ann Hoganson. I have the blessing of being in ministry here at St. Paul's United Church and St. Paul's Family Resources Institute in Spryfield, Nova Scotia. I also have the privilege and great pleasure of welcoming all of you to our second annual Cultural Connections Festival. I begin, as is our custom at St. Paul's, by pausing to remember and to acknowledge that the lands on which we meet, on which we live and work, on which we play and pray, are the traditional homelands and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq peoples. Did you know that the word Chebucto comes from the Mi'kmaq Chibuktuk, meaning great harbor? May we seek and strive to live with respect on this land and in peace and friendship with its people. If you were here last year for our first annual Cultural Connections Festival, you'll notice things are a little bit different this year. As with so many other groups, due to COVID, we are not able to have our event in person. So that was disappointing, but rather than cancel altogether, our creative festival planning team thought, why not take the event online? And so they have gathered some videos and some photos that will give you a glimpse of what the festival might have looked like, of some of the cultural groups and organizations and associations that you might have encountered in person if we'd been able to hold our event in person. And a little taste of what our festival might look like next year, because we hope to be back in person next year for our third annual Cultural Connections Festival. If you are wondering, you might be wondering how the festival came to be in the first place. The seed was planted about 4 years ago when some members of the congregation attended the closing celebration of Halifax Interfaith Harmony Week. Halifax is one of the cities that participates in World Interfaith Harmony Week, and some members attended that closing celebration, and it was a wonderful, rich time of learning and celebrating together. And we noticed that even though we were reminded that even though we have diverse beliefs religiously and culturally, and we celebrate and express ourselves in so many wonderfully diverse ways, we still share sort of a common desire to come together in community and to share our stories and our experiences and our emotions with one another. Our reverence, our joys, our sorrows, all of those things that shape who we are as humans, We come together to talk, sometimes just to sit in silent prayer or to sing, to dance, to listen to spoken word poetry or classical music or hymns, or we live and we laugh and we lament together. And sometimes we come to the table and share meals together, and all of those ways in which we honor who we are as human beings, coming together. There's something about doing it together that helps us to thrive and to be our best selves. And so we thought, we know that there are a lot of different and diverse cultural expressions here in our own neighborhood, and we don't often get a chance to learn about one another in learn about one another's cultural traditions. And we thought, let's create a space in which we can get to know our neighbors a little bit better. Maybe our neighbors can get to know us a little bit better, and have this space that we can all come together and build connections, build relationships, strengthen the existing connections that we have, and foster that sense of unity within our community while still celebrating our beautiful diversity. So we had we were thrilled last year with the enthusiasm of both participants and also those who came to celebrate that festival with us. And so we hope to make it an annual event. And so we welcome you to share with us. Please engage with the online event. You can leave comments in the comment section. We would love to hear from you, both how you're experiencing the event itself, and if you have any feedback that might help shape how we plan our event for next year when we have our third Cultural Connections Festival. So I welcome you most warmly, and please enjoy the festival.
Hi, it's my pleasure to participate today to celebrate Cultural Connections Online. We are in unprecedented times as we continue to fight the COVID pandemic and take the necessary public health measures to minimize the spread of this virus in Nova Scotia. It is more important than ever that we make every effort to stay connected safely. We are all in this together. Nova Scotians have found many ways to be good neighbors throughout these difficult times, and I am so pleased that the St. Paul's United Church and Family Resources Institute decided to host the second annual Cultural Connections Festival. This special celebration brings us together to share culture through music, food, performance, history, art, crafts, and so much more. During these times, as we transition back to a new normal, it is so important that we remain connected to one another, even if it is virtually. As Minister of Immigration and the MLA for Armdale since 2013, I have observed firsthand the importance of making connections, the importance of diversity, and forging intercultural ties in communities. Understanding other cultures makes us stronger and more understanding. In Nova Scotia, we have room for newcomers to live and thrive, to grow, to have a successful career, and to pursue educational opportunities. As we know, it can take several years for people to settle into their new home, and we all have a role to play in ensuring the success and well-being of newcomers to our province. Strengthening our population and economy through immigration is a priority for the government of Nova Scotia, and we are seeing the positive impact across the province. Last year, we welcomed a record number of immigrants to Nova Scotia, reaching a total of 7,580 new permanent residents. This is contributing to our province's record high population growth. This growth does not happen by chance. As you know, success depends on the leadership from all levels of government and community support and commitment of community partners. Thank you for inviting me to share in this online community celebration. Being a welcoming community is so important. Have a wonderful celebration.
Would you like to learn a bit of Gaelic? Would you like to learn to step dance? Well, you are in the right place for that.
Hi everyone, this is Ella and Abby Hansen. In this presentation, we're going to give you a brief overview of the Gaelic culture in Nova Scotia, including teaching you the Gaelic translation for How Are You, and showing you a brief video of 2 Nova Scotian Gaelic speakers. Ella will also teach you how to do a traditional Cape Breton style step, and then we'll show a video of Ella playing the fiddle and myself accompanying her on the piano. We hope you enjoyed the presentation.
The Gaels spoke Gaelic hundreds of years ago, and they still speak Gaelic today all over the world. What's the first thing that you would say when you see your friends? Yeah, that's right. How are you? In Gaelic, how are you sounds like Kimma the how. You can try if you would like. Now we are going to show you a video of 2 Gaelic speakers kidding around and saying some answers to Kimma the how. See if you can pick any of them out.
Hickastay. Oh, that's Alan. Come in how.
G'ma, yeah. Come in how hain.
Come in how hain.
Hammy touch, come in how hain.
Chaniel Donna. Come in how hain.
Hammy Mogoy, come in how hain.
Comashach.
Alright, so today I'm going to teach you all how to do a reel step. So the reel step is just a little bit different from, say, jig steps or strass-based steps with step dancing because it's a little bit more fast-paced, and sometimes it's a bit harder to learn because there is a bit more hopping and jumping involved, but that's okay. Today we're going to look at a pretty easy one. So how we're going to start off, we're going to step with our left foot, we're going to step, and then shuffle with our right foot. So a shuffle is a kick out and a kick in. And then we're gonna hop with our left foot and then tap, tap with our right foot. And then we're gonna switch sides. So we're gonna step with our right foot, shuffle with our left, hop, tap 2 times to our left. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna try it a bit again, but this time we're gonna try it a bit faster. So we're gonna start with our left foot, step, shuffle, hop, tap, tap. Now with our right foot, step, shuffle, hop, tap, tap, step, shuffle, hop, tap, tap, step, shuffle, hop, tap, tap, step, shuffle, hop, tap, tap. Awesome. All right, so this time we're going to just try it just a bit faster, and we're going to start with our left foot. Step, shuffle, hop, tap, tap, step, shuffle, hop, tap, tap, step, shuffle, hop, tap, tap, step, shuffle, hop, tap, tap. Awesome. All right, so what I'm going to do next is a little bit of performance step dancing. So I'm going to be using this step, but also some strass-based steps and some other reel steps as well. And notice when I'm dancing, I'm going to be pretty much keeping in a little bit of a square, and my hands are just going to be loosely by my sides. So that's Cape Breton style step dancing. I'm going to stay close to the floor, my hands are going to be by my sides. Awesome.
ਬੱਲੇ 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 ਜੀ ਤਾਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਹਿੱਤ ਗੀਤ ਸੁਣਾਵਾਂ ਪਰ ਸਮੇਂ ਦੀ ਘਾਟ ਹੋਣ ਕਾਰਨ ਕੁਝ ਮਕਬੂਲ ਗੀਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੁਖੜੇ ਸੁਣਾ ਰਿਹਾ
About 40 years ago, some people at St. Paul's United Church in Spryfield became aware not that there were people in the community that had food insecurity, but that they could do something about it. Thus was born the Family Resource Institute, or FRI, our community ministry. As you look at this video, you will see that FRI has changed over the years to something much more than a food bank, although that continues to be a big part of the work done here.
My name is Kristen Hollery with St. Paul's Family Resources Institute. And right now we're in our garden, which has been in existence for 25 years. So the mission of St. Paul's Family Resources Institute is to undertake a Christian outreach ministry of love and caring for people whose needs are economical, social, or educational until they are more self-sufficient. Some of the programs that we offer are Community Volunteer Income Tax Program. We have a summer camp for school-age children. We run a Soups On program, and we have a community garden, and we run a food bank. Well, we actually run 2 food banks in the community, and then we have a food bank cafe as an aside to that. The community garden just celebrated its 25th anniversary. We have about 31 plots with about 40 to 45 gardeners. We have people from many cultures, many economic backgrounds here, sharing the land and growing food together, which we think is a skill that has been that needs to be enhanced again as we're losing that skill in the community.
The purpose of it is to provide space for those who do not have space. Maybe they live in an apartment dwelling or right in the city and they don't have an outside space in which to grow. Or maybe they are somebody who needs help and there's others around who are committed to help them. It connects us to the community of Sprottfield. It provides a setting in which we have functions 2 or 3 times a year, and all the community members, people of the community are invited. And it helps us to show who we are and to show the produce that we grow, and to be able to share that. It's a wealth all of its own, a wealth far beyond money.
Bom dia! Welcome to Casa Brazil. Part of the culture in Brazil is food, and last year when our Cultural Connections Festival was held at St. Paul's United, Casa Brazil sold delicious breads and sweets. In fact, they sold out. Due to COVID-19, that's not going to be possible this year, but we can learn about the club as we look forward to seeing them in person next year and tasting their delicious treats. Enjoy! The Afghan Society of Halifax is a registered not-for-profit society established in 2014 based in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Their mission is primarily connecting and supporting the Afghani Canadian community and connecting them with other communities in Halifax. The Afghan Society of Halifax is helping our community by creating programs for those who need it, providing volunteer opportunities, encouraging the young generation to learn to be leaders and thrive in their future, and helping them to find jobs and get integrated into the workforce easily. Their goal is bringing people together to promote their culture, language, and history. Watch as Gulmakai is making the kites as the children gather to see traditional Afghan kite making. Sujin Kim and her son Aiden are pictured here wearing hanbok, the traditional Korean dress for special occasions and celebrations. They are a part of a vibrant Korean community here in HRM, which gets together for various cultural, religious, and athletic activities.
Hi everyone, we are Korean, living in Halifax. Dartmouth right now. Dartmouth, yes, right. Yeah, so this is hanbok, Korean traditional clothing.
We use this for Thanksgiving, Lunar New Year's, and weddings.
Good. So are you comfortable? Kind of? Yeah, okay. This is women's clothing and this is men's clothing. Boys clothing, yeah, men's clothing. Okay? So we can dance with these clothes. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Just like our personality, our cultural identity is made up of many facets. Culture is about our relationships with those around us. Our relationship with our family, ethnic, socioeconomic, geographic, and professional circles are among some of the common relationships from which we draw our personal cultural identity. This identity reflects what the people around us value as important. It defines what we are taught as normal, successful, safe, and it is a framework that we use to relate to the world around us. How have the cultures in your life combined? Does that shape or influence your relationship with wellness? Please share your unique cultural wellness tools in the comments below. We look forward to meeting you for more healthy minds around the loop.
Hi, I'm Brendan McGuire, MLA for Halifax Atlantic, and I am so happy to support St. Paul's United Church and St. Paul's Family Research Institute in the second annual Cultural Connections Festival. Our community has such rich and vibrant cultural diversity, and it's so important that we continue to grow our knowledge and understanding of the diverse cultures in this area. It's festivals like this that provide those in our community the opportunity to educate themselves and to learn the music, the dance, the customs, food, art, and history of the vast cultures we have here in Halifax. Events like this go a long way in building understanding in our communities and make them more accepting and welcoming for people of all backgrounds. Last year, the kids and I had a blast at this festival and learned so much about the cultural diversity in this community. I know this year the festival looks a little different as we cannot gather together due to COVID-19. However, I'm happy that we'll still be able to host this fun and important event for the community in a virtual capacity. I'd like to thank St. Paul's Church, St. Paul's Family Research Institute, and everyone involved in making this important festival a reality in these unprecedented times. You're a credit to our community. Enjoy the festival.
According to their website, the Mainland South Heritage Society is mandated to research, document, and preserve the heritage of the communities of Mainland South, from Armdale to Pennant in Halifax County, Nova Scotia. This region has a rich history and includes former farmlands, fishing communities, military establishments, quarries, and the sites of pioneer industrial enterprises. However, the Mainland South Heritage Society does more than research, document, and preserve. Over the years, they have amassed an amazing collection of photos from the citizens of Mainland South, and they're happy to share them. Most of those photos are available for viewing in albums housed at the Captain William Spry Library. We are happy to offer you, courtesy of the Mainland South Heritage Society, a pictorial journey through the district. Thanks to Alan Marriott for putting this tour together. Some of you will know that Mainland South refers to the area from the Armdale roundabout to Samborough, through former villages such as Melville Cove, Jollymore, Herring Cove, and Ketch Harbor. From Samborough, we travel through Harrietsfield to Spryfield. Around here, we call our area the Loop, and we hope you enjoy learning more about it.
enjoyed the online festival presentation as much as we enjoyed creating it for you. We just wanted to say a very special thank you to all the volunteers and members of our community that really make this Cultural Connections Festival possible. Now we hope to see each of you next year.